My name is Rigo Reyes. Most people refer to me as Rigo, and I kind of like that. I'm a native here of San Diego. I was born here in San Diego. I was raised until the age of 7 in Tijuana, Baja California, and my parents were divorced more or less when I was about 7 years old. And essentially that's how we landed here in the United States, specifically in San Isidro, California, back in 1965. So I've been here in San Diego, particularly since 1965, although I was born here, but raised till the age of 7 and across the border. So my memories of the border, particularly, is essentially what got me to do what I do for a living, or what I did for a living, being a fronterizo, and to a great extent having a foot in Mexico and having a foot here. So I think it gave me a very strong perspective as far as who I was as a person, and also as my own identity, particularly as a Chicano, and then as a Chicano fronterizo, if you will. And here with VIA, I was able to extend it. I was able to see the fruits of our labor, not my labor, our labor. And I think VIA should be very proud of that. And VIA is very proud of that. The fact that I still have relationships with promotoras that I met 35 years ago, that I still run into them, on the street or whatever, and they still see me to a great extent, as a father figure. So essentially what I became, and kind of a little embarrassing to even admit this, but I became more of a cheerleader than anything else. And here I am, this homeboy from the hood, this vato from the barrio, whatever, telling them, yes, you can, when all they heard all their life is, no, you can't. So in my mind, I became that cheerleader. And it's not me, it's the organization. VIA was able to give us the tools for us to do what we did. And what we do was to continue to do. I wish we had the resources. I wish the VIA had the resources for us to be able to continue doing this for a long time. And maybe this might be more like a commercial, but I really want to encourage everybody that really understands community development, that understands the work that VIA does, to help us contribute to VIA, for us to be able to continue with this work, because it's very important work, very important work. I feel blessed. I feel blessed in the sense that this trajectory of 40 years, it's been a continual learning experience. And I stress this in the sense that I'm a true believer that for any type of relationship, and particularly when it comes to community, it has to be a give and take relationship. If you just give, you create dependency. If you just take everything from the community, you're just taking advantage of the community. It has to be an equal, and it has to be a give and take relationship, and it has to be clear from the get-go. And more than anything, it has to be clear with the person that's actually trying to do it, or trying to work in community, and also those who you aim to serve. That's very clear. And once again, it's been a learning experience. It's been a learning experience, and this line of work, it never ends. It never ends. I stress once again, one of the reasons that I stayed for 40 years is because for me it was so important to see the fruits of my labor, if that makes sense. Because I've seen some of these people, particularly promotoras comunitarias, I've seen them grow from people that were so shy, that were so intimidated, that were so close, to people that were able to travel with me. I took them to Canada, I took them all over the place or whatever, to share their stories, to share their experiences. And seeing them in those arenas, it made my heart besides the proudness, it made me realize that to a great extent, we have the power to empower. I love the fact that a lot of my work was based on social justice and activism and community organizing and things of that nature has always been my love. And I thank VIA for letting me develop that and making me who I am. You know, it goes both ways. I contribute a lot to VIA, just as VIA contributed a lot to me. And once again, give and take.